What's up, everybody? It's gear time with your boy Dana Soréy and Coast to Coast. Exclusively Dana TV. Let's get it! What's up, everybody? Good day, mate. Welcome to It's Gear Time. I'm your boy Dana Soréy.
And I'm Kosta Johnson.
Listen, we are hitting the road today, y'all. We taking this thing on a IGT tour. Why wouldn't we do that? We wanted to hear some more stories and subjects on new and old studio gear.
That's right. Listen, over the years, doing what we do, we've been lucky enough to meet a ton of amazing producers and musicians.
Oh, yeah.
And each one of them has given us a little insight into what they use every day.
Listen, we're gonna head down to ATL. Let's go ahead and check out Cove Studios with my man, Grammy-nominated producer and songwriter, my man, Dana Johnson.
We had such a great time down there.
Yes, we did.
2 Danas,
Yeah.
2 Johnsons.
Look at that.
But it's 3 people and 1 amazing time.
I love it.
We're talking all things Fender Rhodes. He is a man who respects the gear he has.
Oh, yeah.
He has a classic rebuilt Fender.
Ooh.
All the bells and whistles. That thing sounded perfect.
Listen, I seen it with my own eyes. So yeah, all right, because we're gonna jump into it because we did have a blast. And you gotta check out his wife, Avery Sunshine. She's an amazing artist. And if you do not know who she is, you are crazy.
That's right.
She has hits like Ugly Part of Me, another song called I Got the Sunshine, and many more to come. So
Oh yeah,
she's
and
just
listen,
one.
you at home, you're lucky, because you can go catch her right now on
Yeah.
the Lucky Tour.
Oh, yeah, she's on my Lucky
She's coming
Tour.
to a city near you. When she came to a city near us, Dana actually played with her
I
in
did.
Philly.
Yeah.
I got to go to that show,
Yeah.
got the VIP treatment, you
Yeah.
know, just saying, but it was an amazing show. Everyone who's listening gets the VIP treatment.
Yeah, now listen, get excited. We're about to head down to Hotlanta. Let's get it going. What's up, everybody? It's gear time. I'm your boy Dana Soréy with my co-host Kosta Johnson, and we are in Atlanta with my man Dana Johnson at Cove Studio. Dana, what's up with you, brother?
What's going on with you, man?
It's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
We are taking, gear time. We bring in a special guest from time to time, and we flew down here to Atlanta to catch up with Dana in this amazing spot. Kosta, tell me a little bit about Dana.
All
here.
right. Yeah, we had to take gear time on the road. So we came down here with Dana Johnson, right? Producer, songwriter, phenomenal Avery Sunshine, and Grammy nominated this year
Yes.
for his work on Malcolm Jamal Warner's spoken word record, Hiding in Plain View.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get it today. We're gonna let Dana pick out. He picked out about 2 or 3 pieces of gear that we're gonna wrap today. But today we're gonna be talking about Dana's vintage '73 Rhodes that he got. Tell us the story about the Rhodes. We might as well just jump into it.
So some time ago, I was looking to buy a Rhodes,
Okay.
and I was scouring everywhere. And this is how I'm dating myself a little bit, but this is pre-eBay. There was a thing that Microsoft had that was like, I forgot what it was called, but you could sell things on it. And I found a guy in Aiken, South Carolina, who had a father that I think had recently passed, but he was a musician. He had this trailer, this double wide trailer full of all these instruments.
Wow.
So for $400, I got that Rhodes
$400.
and 2 Whirlies.
Wait, the Rhodes and the Whirlies?
2 Whirlies.
2
I
Whirlies.
gave 1 Whirly to
Man.
one of my homies.
Wow.
And then it's the student model one, so it's like the large. I think it was a 206A.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's the same as the regular 200. You know what I mean? But it just has it looks like a suitcase Rhodes.
Sheesh.
And like a dummy, I sold it.
You sold it for
I
me?
got
Oh,
rid.
my
I
God.
had some work done to it, and life happens.
Yeah,
life
yeah,
be
yes,
life.
yes.
And I
Life
got
be
rid
lifing.
of it. But I kept that Rhodes. I put a little bit of work into it, man. But it is it's a little rustic on the outside,
Right.
but the sound is very specific. It's a darker Rhodes. It's not very belly, but it just sits great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kosta, what is your opinion of the importance of young producers and songwriters, and both of you actually can touch on this question, the importance of owning vintage gear, in your opinion? Like, what is it really for? Like, what is the meaning? Because a lot of people have no idea of, why to buy something.
In my opinion, there is just a certain kind of magic that comes from, you know, having a physical medium that you're playing through.
Yeah.
You know, I love a ton of my software EPs. I use plenty of software instruments, but I can play the same exact thing on a plug-in Fender Rhodes,
Yeah.
and then you sit down on an actual Fender Rhodes, and
Yeah.
the way it responds is different. Maybe the tines are a little loud.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, this Rhodes especially that has the speaker cab with it.
Yeah.
Like, we have a Rhodes, we don't got the speaker cab on it.
Right, no.
But, you know, it's something about having the actual physical thing to play on. You're thinking differently because you're not just sitting on a MIDI keyboard, you know,
Right.
where
Yeah.
you're gonna play every keyboard the same.
Yeah,
Right.
You know.
Yeah. What's the importance of vintage gear for you?
Yeah, similarly, I mean, I think that while I use a bunch of, like you said, a bunch of software stuff and it's great, there's just something about the way your energy and your body even reacts when you're playing a vintage instrument. I believe in energy. I feel like, you know, the
Agreed.
accumulation of just
all of
vibe that kind of accumulates in an instrument like that. I feel like it translates into certainly how you play, but also very much how it sounds. And many of the materials that are used, particularly in a lot of vintage instruments, guitars, particularly microphones as well, you can't even get anymore.
No.
Right.
You know, so instrument that was made during that time period is very different than even like a reissue kind of instrument that you would get now. So, and sometimes they're a great investment. I would imagine that I could probably sell that Rhodes and
You're
probably
100%
make
right.
my $200 back.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you gotta make that back quadruple. I think vintage gear is so important. I think I agree with you both. It's like the Mustangs of studios. It's like you have a piece that it's rare, you can't find it everywhere. It is really antique. It's just one of those things where something's going on in the tubes, something is going on how it was built. You know, and I'm not against the digital world. I don't want y'all to think I'm a hater, because we do digital, we do analog, but I am an analog. But there's nothing like touching a physical knob on something and turning it up and hearing a little bit of the distortion. So I promise you, you want to get yourself vintage pieces in your studio. You don't have a real studio unless you got some vintage stuff in there. It's like, come on, what are we really talking about?
Right.
All
What are we talking about? Right.
We can't be the prototype. We want to be the real thing. We want to be authentic. You want your music to be genuine.
Yeah.
And there's a warmness that comes from this stuff that cannot be denied. So
Now, what I will add to that though is don't get caught in the like, hey, I'm gonna buy this piece of gear and it's gonna make me play completely different.
doesn't work like that.
I've heard amazing records made on, you know, $10,000 keyboards. I've heard amazing records made on $200 keyboards, you know. So just, I think it all comes from inside. But, you know, if you have something that just gives you a little edge with vibe, you gotta go with that. You know, you gotta go with that.
Man, that was great.
Wow, that was
Honestly,
amazing.
only thing better than watching that back was being there and talking to him.
listen, you are 100% right. The Fender was amazing. I saw it with my own eyes. I touched it. I played it. You know, it's just a great piece of gear.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Now listen, if you cannot afford a Rhodes, and you know, you can get yourself a nice little keyboard patch. He had this other plug-in that was amazing.
My secret weapon is this this plug-in by, I believe it's XLN Audio.
Okay.
And it's called the RC20. They call it retro color, but it allows you to introduce some like tape wobble.
You feel it open up too.
Yeah, it adds some stereo fill stuff. You can introduce noise.
Real dramatic.
Put a little bit of noise in there, a little bit of distortion. I think I'm running a little bit of verb for space.
Wow.
And so that I like for this particular record, but in general, I love this plug-in.
Right, RC20 retro color.
Yeah.
The retro color 20, man,
Yeah.
it aged that thing up so great. And you can even get from XLN, they have a Rhodes plugin.
Really?
Yeah, addictive keys, they got a few things, you combine those two. Look at that.
Hey, listen, we are here to help you guys, show you the way. We're trying to show you two ways. If you got some money, go get yourself a Rhodes. But if you don't, go get yourself a plug-in.
That's right.
Make it happen. We're here for you. You know, we're giving the greatest information alive today when it comes to studio and rare gear. I'm your boy, Dana Soréy.
I'm Kosta Johnson.
Hey, listen, we all about that stay-home money. It's gear time. Do not forget, or do not miss all these amazing episodes that we've been putting out.
That's right. We even have a part 2 of this conversation.
We really do.
It was just so good, we couldn't give it all in one shot.
Hey, listen, we're going to hang out in Atlanta for a couple more days with my boy Dana Johnson. Catch us next week.
Catch you then. What's up, everybody? Welcome to It's Gear Time. I'm Kosta Johnson.
And listen, I'm your boy Dana Soréy, and you know we about that stay home money.
That's right. And we hope you've been watching our new series, It's Gear Time.
It's been great, y'all. Listen, I promise you, you don't want to miss these next few episodes because we're rolling out some amazing people. Kosta, where can they find us?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
It's 3 easy steps. You go to youtube.com,
Yeah.
you go search up Dana TV,
Yeah.
and then you hit that subscribe button so you never have to miss another episode.
Listen, it's just that simple, y'all. The
that
man made
simple.
it super easy, huh? All right? So y'all just stay tuned.
We'll see you there.